So this is a simulation of far remote control of controlling the NKV 550 ventilator as we discussed. This on the left is a picture of the hospital, the NK Community Hospital in Santa Ana, California, and we'll go live to there in just a moment. In that hospital is the ventilator, the patient simulator, and a DocBox IoT ICE platform that will connect the ventilator to here, to the remote MGH-MD in Cambridge. And by the way, we'll all be playing different roles and without actually changing hats, so hopefully it'll be easy to follow along. All right, with that, we're going to switch to the NK hospital, and let's get started. Let's start the simulation.
Hi, Dr. Goldman. This is Miran from the Nihon Koden Community Hospital.
Hi, Miran. How are you today? What's up?
Doing well. We've got a patient here on spontaneous mode who's having trouble breathing on his own, and his O2 saturation levels have gone down. And our respiratory therapist is currently assisting other patients, and I was wondering if you could help us.
Miran, sorry to hear that, and I'm happy to say that we're available. I'm here, and next to me is a respiratory therapist, Alyssa. And if you press the button that allows us remote access to your ventilator, we'll take a look at the data and see how we might be able to help.
I will do that right away.
All right.
Done.
All right, thank you. Well, let's see. We have to now connect to your ventilator, so let's navigate through our user interface.
All right, so this is at the NK Community Hospital, correct?
That is
Miran,
correct.
is that the location? Okay, thank you.
Great. All right, I'm going to launch the doc box next to your patient there, so I can see the doc box. Just give it 1 second. It may take a second to load.
Sounds good.
All right, is your patient Fernando Powell?
That is correct.
Great. I'm going to switch over to the ventilator screen.
Now let's look at the ventilator. It looks to over here, just looking remotely, that the waveforms are flat. Looks like the patient is not making any efforts to breathe spontaneously, and the ventilator isn't breathing for the patient either because it's expecting the patient to breathe. So that means we'll have to change the ventilator mode to something that breathes for the patient. So let's take a look at what we can do from here.
All right, you'll see on the DocBox system, we have that apnea alarm, like there is on the ventilator at Nihon Koden. And we also have those flat waveforms that we see on the ventilator.
All right, let's change to a mandatory ventilation mode.
All right, I'll come down here to the vent modes. Here are the available vent modes to me.
Like AC, VC with volume control.
Great, I'll select and then save.
Good.
And in a second, we should see the waveforms populate and the alarm turn on.
Looks to us like the ventilator has been activated and is breathing for the patient, Miran. Is that true?
It is correct, and the patient is doing better.
Excellent. And when we look at our local screen, actually the waveforms look a little different on our local screen versus yours at the bedside. Alyssa, is this typical when you're controlling something from remotely, or what's going on with those waveforms?
Yeah, so this is really just an interim version of the software. So the waveforms are not quite accurate or precise, but we are still developing this software. So in future iterations, we will see more accurate waveforms.
Okay, well, it looks from here like the patient's doing okay. Miran, is everything all right at this point?
He seems to be doing all right. I'll keep an eye on the O2 saturation.
Okay, well, we'll still be here, and if you need more help, please don't hesitate to contact us, okay?
Will do. Thank you so much.
End simulation. Okay, so that's the first simulation that we just covered. Now we'll go to the next simulation.